So this is how the package looks like, and it came in with a lot of bubble wrap, and the package seems pretty heavy, I have to say. So let me just cut it open. So here is the box itself, and we have a thin plastic wrap on top of it. So let me cut this too. On top of the box, as you can see, the specs are listed. We have the 120mm fan, 80+ rating, which is pretty efficient, and we do get 3 years of warranty on this power supply. And I bought this one for almost 3,500 rupees from Amazon, and if you wanna buy this one, direct link will be in the description box below, so don't worry. On the back side of the box, the ports are mentioned. We get a 24-pin ATX port, one CPU port, which is 8 pins. So if your motherboard has 4-pin CPU port, you can just break it in 2 parts. 2 PCI Express ports, 4 SATA powering ports, 4 Molex, and I'm not sure about the last one. Opening up the box from the sides, we get the warranty information and user manual. Like, who reads this? We have this sturdy looking power cable, which I'll be showing you later on this video. So let me just show you the PSU itself now, and we get these 4 screws. To the back, we have the power switch and the power input port, and we have the 120mm fan over here, as you can see. To the sides, it says VS550. As you can see, my unit has some kind of manufacturing defect, I guess. I have seen people reporting about this problem on Amazon reviews too, but I'm okay with it as long as the PSU works properly. As you can see, the metal plate is kinda popping out from the sides, and this part should have been inside. I am a little bit sad about it, but yeah, I don't have time to return it as of now because I have only one PC and I can't wait for my workflow to be hampered anymore. The PSU seems a little bit heavier than my previous cheap one, which was Foxine or some brand like that. So here is the power cable itself. So here are the power cables side by side compared with a fairly cheap power supply cable. And let me tell you, the Corsair one comes with a UK type socket, not Indian ones, so you may or may not need an adapter for it depending on what kind of wall socket you have. And as you can see on the power socket itself, here we have a 13A fuse, so it's fairly safe as my previous power supply burnt most parts of itself due to the fuse blown up inside. Yeah, I know my PC might be having the worst cable management on planet Earth, but yeah, it works. So watch me putting the power supply inside and let me tell you some things about power supplies. Well, power supplies are pretty important stuff, at least now I can say that, because this was the second time my cheap Foxine power supply broke down and I got sick of it because I can't simply turn on my PC when there is no power supply. So if you're building a PC guys, my frank opinion will be have a serious look on the power supply. And as my motherboard has 4-pin CPU connector, so I'll just break this 8-pin CPU connector and make it a 4. So it's the same for the PCI Express ports. And now let me tell you how to choose power supplies. Well, if you are gonna run a Core i3, i5 or even i7 with a single GPU, trust me when I say this, in 99% of the cases you won't need anything above 500 watts of a power supply. I have a Core i5-7400 here and I am running one DVD drive, one 240GB SSD, 8GB of RAM and one 500GB hard disk as of now, and I have already ordered a 1TB hard disk, so I'll be putting that in too. But sadly I can't afford a GPU yet, but this power supply will be enough for GPUs like 1050 Ti or GTX 1060 or any one single graphics card with the same configuration I am running already. And the PSU fan noise is much lesser, I have to say. Like, I had to switch off the ceiling fan and hear it from like 10 centimeters away from the PSU, so yeah, it's much lesser than my previous power supply. Even with having a manufacturing defect of that side metal part coming off, it seems alright and performing well as of now. I'll tell you guys if something wrong happens in the future, but I hope it won't let me down. So thanks for watching guys, thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it. I'm Tito from KDN Tech signing off for today, and I'll catch you in the next one.